roses, a pocket full of poses, a tissue, we all fall down. Ring the roses, I'm watching, did you notice? I'm gonna miss you when you fall down. I'm like the plague, and maybe that's why everyone runs from me. But I'm not being vague, I'll sing you to sleep. Good night. Take your last breath, 'cause once you see me, I'm like the Black Death. Yeah, I'm coming to get you. I've got my black eggs and no one's gonna bless you. Ring the roses, a pocket full of poses, a tissue, we all fall down. Ring the roses, I'm watching, did you notice? I'm gonna miss you when you fall down. Your tears, is this the fun part? Was that stop your heart? I'm singing. Ring the roses, the pocket full of roses. We all fall down. Ring the roses, the pocket full of roses. I'm gonna miss you when you fall down. Take your last breath, 'cause once you see me, I'm like the Black Death. Yeah, I'm coming to get you. I've got my black eggs and no one's gonna bless you.
situation with my microphone. So I took it out. I am sure that you guys can hear me. Don't know what the heck is going on with my why it's not communicating between the stuff. But I think you guys should hear me now. Let's see. Can you hear me now? Hello? Damn StreamYard. Okay, so you guys should be able to hear me now. It might be low because I don't have my microphone. Let me go ahead and try to pull my microphone back in and see what happens, okay? Hold tight, guys. This is not a professional podcast. I suck at this. So let's try it. So let's see now. Let's see now. Yeah, you guys should be able to hear me now, right? Okay, I think I might have worked it out. It might have been um something in the settings. All right, I think we're good. Ah! All right. Anyways, what I was saying was um we're trying to figure out who the pawn, the bishop, and the knight is, okay? And I think we know who the pawn was. We're figuring out who the bishop is. And the knight, I think Mr. Eric Carroll rode it on his horse, being the knight in shining armor, okay? So, we're going to figure it all out. I have some information for you. I'm going to play another person's. Uh, um, you have to speed back up. I know that I can hear myself on my own um, thing, so we should be good now. Hopefully, if it's too loud, let me know. If it's too low, let me know. You have to skip through to maybe the five, a little bit uh, mark. So volume is high, having a hard time hearing you. Volume is high. Go over the audio. Audio. Let's see if it's this. How about now? I think this should be good. Let's do it on automatic mic, automatic volume. Now we should be good. Okay, Arcadian Carpenter. And I also looked into some information because um, it's the doggone settings. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? StreamYard didn't keep my settings. They go come in the back end of things and mess around. And, they don't even give us a heads up. So they get out here and make us look like a crazy person. But it's okay. It's okay. Don't get flustered. You just keep on keeping on, right? But I appreciate you for sticking around, Italian girl. And I appreciate you letting me know in the chat as well. I could have been sitting on here uh, talking for 2 hours. Yeah. Excuse, baby. I'll pull one out of my ass, honey. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're following the money trail to the Amish. Okay. And someone was in my chat the other day and they expressed to me that the Amish do not need permits to build a house. Maybe that's true on their own land and their own community, but once the Amish cross over into public community on someone else's land, they normally use a third party to get permits because their religious beliefs do not believe in certain permits, okay? And I said I wanted to check into that because someone was very, very adamant in my chat stating that no, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm a builder, I'm a contractor. So I wanted to pull this up for you so I could show you guys that you do have to have permits. They have to have permits once they start building on someone else's land. Okay, that is just the way it is. I don't make this shit up. It is what it is. Okay, so here is the information about the permits. Okay, and it says very clearly here that Amish need permits when building privately owned homes, just like other people. These building permits contain certain building codes. That's the thing. Someone, I mean, he was in my chat like giving me a hard time. I'm like, they have to go by the codes that everybody else does. Or let me tell you how expensive building permits are. If you've ever built anything on your property or your home or built a home, you have to get permits for freaking everything, okay? And they're expensive. So that being said, people would just go to the Amish to have their things built if they could bypass those building permits. So it says clearly here, and they want to follow the building codes, okay, in the public. So there's your information, sir. So, they have to obey the building code. They have to have inspections. It is what it is. So whenever someone asks me a question, I want to make sure that I follow up and look at the information. Okay, let's find it. Let's not just come out here with our ass hanging out. All right, so there is that information. All right, so I wanted to go back and I ate flies. His wife works full time, probably washes his underwear and cooks him dinner, and that's what he has to say about women. Italian girl, yeah, I listened to some of his podcast about women, and I'm like, wow. And then there was someone saying, you're not listening to the whole thing. I'm like, what else is there to listen to? What else is there to listen to? Okay? There isn't. So let me go ahead and pull this up. Go back to viewing his stuff. I had it set, but go all the way down here so we can see this information. And I think this has a lot to do with why Mr. Carroll decided to back out, because the permits could not be obtained because of the owner of the land. Okay, the parents of the Whitakers they are deceased, and it is in like a probate type of situation. No one actually owns the land, and the taxes are been paid up. If you look under their property and see the tax code for or the tax payments of last year, they are paid. So they do keep up on the taxes of the property. All right. And another thing that I'd like to say, because I keep hearing it out here, is that the house has been condemned. If the house has been condemned by the county or the city, it's going to have a big sticker on the front door, and it's not going, you are not allowed to go back into that property. No cleaning crews are allowed to go back into that property. You're just not allowed to, be in that property anymore until proper things happen to go back into that home. Even if you're trying to clean it up, you cannot be in there. All right. So I mean, just look up the codes, and I'm sure that in your state you've been by a house that's been condemned. All right, and they put a big sticker on the front door. All right, they just do. I don't make the shit up. Okay, it's just what it is. We were like, it's condemned. I'll never be back. Can't say that it's been condemned. Are there problems? Absolutely, there's problems. But you cannot sit there and say it's been condemned until you see this big old thing on the door. And then if you show me that, then I'll believe that it happened. All right, so we should be right here. Let me share this with you guys. I question the same thing as far as the condemned sticker. The truth comes out when he's nothing but a liar, and what does he bring to the table? not a full-time job, that's for sure, right? I mean, let me tell you, like, for real, the woman that no, I'm not gonna say that, don't get me started. I'm trying to be a good YouTuber today. I don't want to dig out on Eric Carroll about his personal life, but baby, I have my own point of view about men that don't hold full-time jobs. Okay, if you have a point of view, Mr. Carroll, about women that don't do what you think women should do. Well, I have a point of view of what men should be doing. Okay, but we're not going to get into that today. We might have a separate stream about that and go through those videos, Mr. Carroll, since it's on a public platform. Must not be full of black mochas. They would have condemned it. I mean, you're going to see a sticker if it's condemned. Like, it just is what it is. Okay? So let me share this to you. Oh, flies, it's okay, honey. So let's go ahead and share this stuff here. All right, so on September the 4th, he said the Amish agreed to build the Whitaker home. Okay? And he shows pictures. Oh, let me make sure you guys can see it. Probably not, because I got to add it to stage. All right, don't get me started either on so called men who don't have a job. He is greasy. You can run into that. You can run into that house riding a big wheel and knock it down. Absolutely. In my opinion, I think that it absolutely needs to be rehabbed. Something needs to change. Okay, for them, and they're getting older. Right? They need to have access to healthy running water, a toilet that flushes, that the sewer runs into the proper septic tank. Okay, and it's amazing to me that all these people have been involved. Like, well, there's been a couple of content creators now that have decided that they're out here doing God's work. And they've made a lot of financial gain from the Whitakers. And the Whitakers have also made money. The misappropriated funds. But the YouTube, like Mr. Mark, okay, I believe that he had, I don't know what his intentions were. I can't speak for the man. But I can tell you that 45 million views off of one video is probably going to be pretty, substantial amount of money. So my point of view of that is the living conditions of the Whitakers. Okay, you know that the education level may not be where it needs to be financially stable. Okay, so that would tell you that they would probably need an advisor. They need someone over their money to help them accumulate their funds for them and with them. And that's just my opinion. If I was going to go head deep in something like this, I would absolutely have people in place, an attorney for both parties, for myself and the Whitakers, so it's a fair deal. I would have a financial advisor to set up a trust that handles the money end of things, knowing that the percentage I get and the percentages of each individual of the Whitaker family receives a portion into their own money. You know what I'm saying? It could have been done that way, but from my observation of public videos, Mark didn't do that. These folks didn't do that because I think that they get such attention so quickly that it's overwhelming and they get like up in a cloud of smoke or something. I don't know. Okay, all of a sudden they just get stupid. You know what I mean? They just get stupid. Yeah, and like again, I didn't mean to cause that lady any trouble in her chat because of people that seem to be stalking me because of another content creator and what they said, and I replayed. And let me tell you something else. I don't AI shit. Okay, I don't have the capability on my laptop. I may have, I just don't know how to do it. I'm not real computer smart. All right, as you can see, I fumbled through my own damn live. All right, so it's being said now that I've now twisted words and using AI. Get out of here, man. I had someone else tell me I used AI too. Just look up 1202. All right, some other guy that decided to have a green screen slip in his, you know, Johnson came out. Not my problem. All right, and I was. All right, I don't have the capability of manufacturing something like that. So please relax. This is and also another thing, guys. This is YouTube. It's a free app. It's for entertainment purposes only. Get over yourself. So, anyways, let's go through this shit, man. Because this stuff right here boggles my mind. So they went into looking at the beautiful tables. Well, look at the beautiful tables. Everything's great. All right, so he's like, the Amish agreed to build the Whitaker home. I have more details later. Let me tell you something about this statement. He act like he had to pull some strings. He act like he had to go over there and kiss Major Amish ass. He act like he had to go over there and buy out the store of all the potato chips for Lorraine to get these folks to build a home. Do you guys know? Have you guys did any research or anyone looked into it? They have damn construction companies that prefab log cabins, modular homes. The Amish do. Okay, we're gonna see. I'll show you guys. I ain't making this shit up. Just go to your Google and put in Amish built homes. Bam. Okay, from Kentucky all the way to Virginia, honey. Okay, within 300 square mile, there's at least 6 Amish companies that prefab log cabins and such. So he act like he out here doing God's work, honey, with the Amish. Okay? No, baby, that's their business. That's what they do. That's how they make money. Oh, Lord, I seen this. I was like, No, you stop that right now, Mr. Eric. Knowing that you crazier than hell. Italian girl, thank you. Now, I think on his Facebook page, he may have more views. I don't know. But he has 33,000 followers. Like, a few of my YouTube friends have more than that. Okay, and they're not like, they talk shit. All right, I'm like, nah. Let me get back in this chat because I want to see what you guys are saying. I miss the chat. I hate the fact that Eric claims the victim all the time. All the hard work he did. BS. Right? He over here being the victim. He just being the victim. Oh, yeah, for real. Like, dude needs it. Yeah, for real. Like, you a big shot, big wigger. You are the knight in this, right? Because we have a bishop, we have a pawn, and we have a knight. So the pawn, in my opinion, is old Patrick. He's the weakest link. All right. He doesn't know how to do corporate shit. But Eric's been around enough people to, he knows how to walk the walk. Well, you don't know how to dress the part, but, that's what, you need to bathe and put some better clothes on that fucking match, bro. Whenever you go and talk about, I'm a corporate, I'm a this, I'm a that. In my opinion, allegedly, from my observation of your public photo, you had your damn shorts all up in your ass crack. I mean, could you please take care of your ass crack for me? Anyway. He knows how to talk the talk, see, because he's been around people. All right, with his podcast, his dad talk podcast that I heard he charges $25 for a dad to come up on his podcast and tell them what kind of situation that they're having in their personal life about a custody arrangement. Okay, you got to pay that man $25. Okay, what the hell? Anyway, I'm like, Lord have mercy. So we have this guy over here saying that he got the Amish to do all this, and no, that's their business. They have businesses. Guys, go to Google and type in Amish build in 300 miles because they said it was a couple hundred miles, right, of the odd West Virginia. They said they went to another state. Him and his crew of people, he flew down because that's not the way it works. What Eric was wanting to do was to get someone that was connected to the Amish community. This is my opinion and my opinion only. Okay? No hard facts, just my observation, okay? I think he wanted to get his Mr. Robert Mast, which is ex-Amish, which now I think he rides underneath the Mennonite. Okay? I don't think that he's ex-Amish, but I think he's now because of the way he dresses, his stuff. He's carrying himself as like a Mennonite, in my opinion. Okay? So, he thinks that that's his get in to get like a discount, help me share the Whitaker story because we're going to fundraise for this money and we're going to put it underneath the foundation of the John Mask Foundation, which he is the CEO of. Okay? Which Eric Carroll is the CEO underneath the John Mast Foundation, and Robert Mast is the son of John Mast. You guys following me here? All right. Lindsay, I heard the same. When they received money, the fund, he paid taxes on it. Yeah, I believe they do everything. Yeah, lots of Amish in Montana, and they build like, yes, Becca. He act like he went out and he just begged him to do him a favor. You damn fool. That's the problem. When you come on YouTube and you say some shit, make sure that shit you have toilet paper with it. Because you have just shit all over your ass now. Looking like a zip damn fool. Okay, come on, man. We're going to, whenever you have viewers, that's all we do is investigate every single word that comes out of your mouth. We have like a team of people around here. All right, you get that page, you get this page, you get this state, you get that state, and we go out like, and look for shit. We come back and we meet and we're like, hey, what'd you find? What'd you find? What'd you find? That's YouTube, okay? That's what we do. We're not professionals. We're old heifers, just nosy as shit. So what? All right, so anyway. This is what he put out here. Eric blocked me on one page. He didn't like what I have to say. Yeah, I highly doubt he talked to the Amish. Ship props. I see that. Yeah, I think that he brought Mr. Mass in so he could talk to somebody and act like, because it's a dog and pony show. Anyone can contact the Amish, and you don't have to go buy potato chips at the local freaking convenience store the Amish have to talk to the people about building a house. They have a 1-800 number. Okay? You could even sign up for emails. Lord Jesus. Hey, Tragic. Hope you're having a good day. I have a feeling Lorraine only eats chips. Right? She don't get no nutrition. Okay, so yeah, they have several people that do the Amish. I'm like, what the hell? So let's go ahead and continue through this. All right. So this is Robert Mass and I believe he's like a Mennonite. Now, that's just my thought, okay? Timmy giving Robert Mass a hug after we told him the Amish is going to build him a house. He acts like this is a freaking huge deal. That's why I'm like, why are you trying to buffalo a community? Whenever I can call 1-800 Amish build me a house, and they say, well, what are you looking for? A log cabin, a modular home? How much money you got? All right. So he wants a discount. That's why he brought this guy in. Called the 800 number. Can I get a tour of your shit? Because we're famous and we're this and the Whitakers and this and that. And we're going to bring you lots of business to your construction company. Lots of business. We promise you. Well, why don't we make a deal? This is Eric making a deal. How about this? I'm going to put your information out whenever we do this fundraise, and you're going to get a lot of traction because the Whitakers are famous. So here's the deal. You know how you pay for advertisement? Well, you're not going to have to pay for advertisement anymore because the Whitaker page is going to bring you all the advertisement you'll ever need. And with me doing that, why don't we do a little work on the labor end of this? A trade-off, a barter, you might say. Was that kind of deal you was trying to make, Mr. Carroll? Because, Amish don't build houses just for anybody. They only do it for special people. Get the fuck out of here. I was like, okay, let's listen to what he says here. He said, hey, everybody, update on the day's travels. Let's listen to what he has to say.
The whole rest of this week up until Saturday.
He has the whole rest of this week. You know, he's been traveling around on the damn money. You know, woohoo! Gamer girl, good to see you. Chicky chick, good to see you. Leave it. If I said didn't say hi to you, leave it to Beezer. I apologize. If I didn't say hi to anybody, it's not because I'm rude. It's because I'm trying to stay focused. And I have a tendency to get lost in the chat and just keep reading, honey. Forget what my mind's thinking. I got a piece of paper with my damn notes over here. Like, Lord Jesus, help me. I'm going to get lost in the sauce. It's terrible. I think it's menopause. All right, let's listen to this guy.
They scheduled off just in case today's travels did not bear much fruit, to be able to travel to a couple of different Amish communities. And first stop, everything went amazing. We spent the whole day with the Amish. What amazing, amazing people. One of the things I have planned, and we was talking to him, I won't be able to get it done this trip, but on the next trip, I'm going to do like a video showing you everything they got going on there. It will blow
Yeah,
your
because that's
mind.
part of the deal, right? That's part of the deal to get, free labor. That's part of the deal, right? In my opinion, I mean, I could be totally off base.
And I told you guys they were quality craftsmen and some of the best construction workers. I knew that, but getting there today to see it for
Yeah, they're
ourselves,
quicker than hell.
holy crap. The furniture building, then they've got a grocery store up there that we went to twice. We went to twice and got some snacks. They have the best cookies I have ever eaten in my life, guys. I don't know what they put in those cookies. I don't suspect that the Amish would put drugs in them, but I'm very suspicious because they're
Okay,
addictive.
you gotta talk faster than this. I
That's a
can't.
joke. I would never accuse them of that. I was trying to be funny, but they were the best chocolate chip cookies. But I told them the story. This is what I've had in my heart from the very beginning, and I knew if the right people. I want to say thank you to Robert Mast, who has been such a mentor in my life and one of the best friends a guy could ask for. The whole entire Mast family. When I tell you he's the best man I've ever met in my life, guys, I mean it. Salt to the earth. He went up there. They knew each other and like they knew all the same people, and that's where
Come to find out, they have known each other either 32 years ago or for 32 years. I don't know what is true about that, but they knew each other. So, in my opinion, they knew this is a freaking dog and pony show. That's why. Why else? Come on, guys. Let's think about this. They, j- I mean, the solar system would literally have to be aligned for days for it just to so happen Mr. Mass comes into town. They just happen the very, very, very first Amish community they go to, and the bishop knows Mr. Robert Mass. I mean, come on, man. The freaking for 32 years, or they knew each other 32 years, whichever the case, it doesn't matter. But come on, man. The solar system had to align perfectly that day. I mean, there's like if you, oh Jesus, oh Lord, I have to go hang out for 3 days to talk to my friend of 30. Right? They were visiting. I'm talking the whole damn solar system. Okay, the sun, the moon, the stars, Jupiter, Uranus. They all lined up, honey. Okay. Uh, we have to hang out 3 days to talk to my friend of 30 years, and we ain't friends then. Man, I want to tell you, stuff ain't right. Stuff is not right to me. Is anyone else on the same freaking page with me, or am I cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Have I been on the damn interwebs too long? Is my solar systems not lining up? Like for real. Hey, St. Almost Fire, good to see you. All right, let's go and let's listen.
it started out. He knows the Pennsylvania Dutch, which is the language that the Amish speak. And we started off, did some business in the grocery store, and then it just kicked
They
off.
have their own language. Oh, I can't. You know what? I really fucking bothers the shit out of me when someone comes over here and pisses on my leg and tells me it's fucking raining. Oh, I hate it. I hate it, especially from an egotistical man. All right, come here, buddy. I got something for you.
From there. And we went and had, several different meetings. They said they still got to pray about it, okay? But it sounded like
They got to pray about building a house. That's what they do. He took it. Now, think about what he's going to show you here in just a few moments, folks. They're going to show you a warehouse. But see, they got to pray about this because they don't really do this ever. And it's not really what they do for income. And, we just got to pray about this because, this is out of their norm to build a fucking house.
right now what they're praying about is the logistics and everything.
The
So tomorrow what we
logistics?
got to go look at is
They have fucking prefab shit, bruh. Like they're gonna goddamn. Okay, the logistics will be which log cabin do you want, Whitakers? Oh, you want the one with the 5 bedroom? No problem. Go to section 4B in the warehouse, load it up on the semi, and head it on down to Odd. That's how fucking easy it is, bruh. Like for real, you're pissing me off.
permits, and we're going to go talk to the county and make sure all of that's squared away. Guys, people are telling me about code and the property and all that. We're going to get that covered. We're good. Biggest thing was making sure I had somewhere I could raise the money where the funds would go and it would be protected so none of the BS could happen. They love that idea. They said there is a bank there in the Amish community that we would be able to do this with, and it will be overseen by a financial committee with the Amish,
Right?
where numerous people will watch over that money. It will be protected big time. Okay. Once I get that set up, we'll have to get that banking account to be set up, and then we can tie that in to the donations to where when anybody donates towards the Whitaker home,
Yeah,
it
Chicky.
gets sent straight to that account where the Amish are over it. Okay. Right now they're looking at a log home, and they explained it to me. The log home would be like the most durable, easy to clean. If they knocked against the walls or anything, yeah, and they said they could put it up in like 2 or 3 days, which
And
blew my
that's
mind.
that's
With even floors,
common.
it would be easy to clean. Told them all of the concerns with using the bathroom on themselves, and with Timmy, guys.
That's
right there,
very, very
as soon as he saw
common.
that we was back, he came running over here, and yeah,
Man.
yeah. Timmy he came running, hugging. He was missing us, but it looked like everything is doing good, guys. So I didn't know how it was going to go, but my first meeting couldn't have gone
Right.
better. And again, all the thanks in the world to the 2 guys that came in here last night. My morale is pretty high right now, having friends, and I don't even really look at them as friends. They're family. I've been all over the place with these guys. It was a big pick-me-up, and everything.
So Betty, I'm not know if I'm vibing
One
with
hurdle.
you or
One
not.
hurdle
So
goes over.
what you
Now,
like? What you doing, girl? Okay, I'm gonna address you as a girl because you have a name Betty. So you told me something easy, easy. I don't know. Take him off. I don't know what your intentions are here, but I'm not gonna argue with any trolls today. Okay, I'm just not. I done had, a great freaking weekend and all that. Some of you don't. Maybe I don't know. Leave me alone. So I don't know if you're here to freaking bother me. If I'm injusting, my solar system isn't aligning right now with you, Betty. So be more clear with your statements, chick. That's all I got to say. And I don't mean to be rude if it's not intended to be rude. Take it or leave it. All right. What was that? This is just crazy. The normal people you don't have to go through, right? Okay, I'm done. Like for real. You know what? You know the words that you can say that can get my. You know what? Shut your face. See you later. Bye. And if you were so bad, go somewhere else. Bye bye. Life's been good. Life's been gravy.
to go do the permits and all that other stuff. And that means I'm going to catch up on some sleep tonight. I am sleepy.
Just sleepy.
Don't miss anything else here, Mark? What all we do today?
It was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it went perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
Well, I'll let everybody say hey to my buddy Mark. How did it go today?
Get in here, Timmy. Where you going? I'm out of here.
So my question is, like, why did all these people need to
Can I
come?
get a cup, bud? You can go stand beside Mark.
You can sit with me. You want to sit with me? Get in here, Timmy.
Say hey to everybody, Timmy.
Hey! Hi.
What do you think about getting you a new house? You
Yeah.
excited about a new house?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to get your own bedroom. He's been doing that the whole time.
Yeah. We'll get you.
Yeah, until he decided he can't, and now the way you did these people is absolutely disgusting to me, in my opinion. Oh yeah, we don't shit. right there. Anybody with some good damn common sense knows that shit ain't fair. Two strangers that are considering themselves content creators, which consist of this. Let me put a phone in your face and push live. That's their considered content. Okay? No, that is not a content creator. I'm not a content creator. I put some shit together and call it freaking live. Okay? I'm not considered a content creator. I'm just not. I create no content. I talk. We converse over here. Okay, that's it. So, they're not content creators in my opinion. They shove a damn phone in these people's face and push the live button, and then the Whitakers do what the Whitakers do, and they have for generations, okay? And they get paid off of it. And to give the Whitakers a third, considering that Whitaker an entire whole, they're not an LLC. The Whitakers are not a business. It's not an LLC. They are individual people that should have received an individual percentage of a whole, in my opinion. Let somebody come to me with that kind of contract, honey. I'm going to shit and wipe my ass with it. Okay? Hell no. It's ridiculous. That's all he did. Thank you. He edited nothing. He recorded and uploaded. There is nothing hard about that. Nothing. Absolutely. There is nothing hard about that. It's like me going out here right now and recording some birds in a tree for 3 minutes. Okay, I just push record, hit stop, go over to my YouTube channel and hit video, upload. In 3 minutes, you got a video. Bam. And that's what you consider content? Shit. No, it's nothing to it. And they're getting a third. I've had lives on this. That shit there. That's not a fair contract. That's not a good business deal. A good business deal is when every person is satisfied with that contract. That's a good business deal. Now, it was a good business deal for Patrick and Eric. Hell yeah. But not for the Whitakers, the ones that they're out here doing God's work for, and got the Amish all up in that shit. Wow. See, you messing around. I don't know the Amish believe in shit because I'm not Amish. All right, I have no idea. Don't have no Amish friends. Don't know nothing about Amish, okay? I know that they make some good food, and I like Amish homemade noodles and chicken. I do use their recipe off the interwebs. I just do. I love it. It's great. Anyway, you messing around with, people that believe in certain belief with the man upstairs, you messing around with them folk, man. No, you better watch yourself now.
One of them nice lacquered tables that we saw the Amish building.
Yeah, let's get you a nice lacquered table.
What kind of bed you want? You want a bed like you had at the Airbnb? One of the big ones? You don't want a TV in there, do you?
Let's not think about how much their taxes are going to go up on their monthly income that they receive. Hell, that's not important. Let's give them a $1 trillion home with the $1 million tax tag attached to it and see how that works out for them.
Huh? You don't want a TV in your room, do you? No? Okay.
What about a Nintendo?
I know he's not listening right now.
Yeah.
And he wants that TV.
I'm telling you.
Anyway, guys. Yeah, it was a great day. And
No, don't do that.
they're great people. So hopefully we can break
I
down
don't think
some of
so.
It's all going to be they want
Slab foundation.
yeah, so one thing that they might need help with out in the community, and you don't have to send any messages to me yet. Wait until I officially say we're going to need this, but I'll go ahead and throw the message out there.
Oh,
One
God.
thing the Amish was saying we might need help with so that they can, do what they do best is get someone that can do the foundation, the concrete foundation. If we can do the slab and get the slab.
Because let me tell you why it needs to be done that way. Because it's prefabricated material that's going to be delivered onto the slab. Because that's their business. I mean, do you really think that everyone out here is a freaking moron? Every time. Oh my God. Thank you for playing some people like a zip damn fool. But over here, you ain't finding no zip damn fools, honey. Come to me with that bullshit.
lab and the permits and everything, they'll take it from there. One of the reasons they were saying they wanted to do logs.
Because they don't believe in permits. And just like some guy was in my chat telling me, you don't know nothing about the Amish, you just shut your freaking mouth. Listen, bro, you got to have motherfucking permits anywhere you build on someone's land. It's the law. Okay, they have to, you gotta call Julie, damn it, before you dig.
If you do logs, you won't have to insulate it. And then, like, once the type of logs they're talking about doing, once it goes up, it's ready to go. No sheetrock, no insulation, go. If you want to hang stuff on the walls, you can hang it anywhere because it's wooden. So there was a lot
Exactly,
of
Charles.
through the pros and the cons. It wouldn't be your traditional round logs. It would be your like 6x12s that lock in. And they said it would just go up quick. They said the fastest they've ever put one together was 2 days. The average is 3 days. Yeah. So, yeah. Yes, and they can also get solar and heated floors. Now there is a possibility, guys. They might not.
Do you guys really think that the Whitakers wanted a fucking heated floor? Do you really? Oh, Jesus Christ. So I come from the country. My dad, we cut wood. Whenever I was a kid, we heated our home with a wood stove. Okay? Yes, we did. And yes, I'm only 51. But we were farmers. We lived in a huge farmhouse, and that's the way we lived. We weren't beat as kids. We weren't malnutritioned as kids. We had everything we needed. We did, and a lot of love too. And my dad taught us a lot of shit. Gray duct tape is my best friend. My dad taught me all of that. Okay, fuck it. Gray tape, duck it. If you can't duck it, then fuck it. Right? Anyway, okay, so I'm going to tell you, if that would not be impressed my father. Let me tell you, I moved up to the Chicagoland area and to a metropolitan area whenever I was very young. Only one in my family that decided country living just ain't for me no more. I'm going to be a city girl. All right? My dad's like, go for it, chickie do. So I would take my dad and have him experience finer things in the Chicagoland area. I took my dad downtown Chicago to this sandwich shop. My dad's diabetic. He needs to eat at a certain time. I forgot to feed dad. Should have forgot to feed dad. So I take him into this little bougie little restaurant to get him a sandwich real quick, right? Right by the Hershey shop downtown Chicago. We were going to do a carriage ride, okay? Fine. So my dad's looking around. Now keep in mind, my dad had his St. Louis Cardinals hat on because he loves the damn Cardinals. Flannel shirt on, okay? And these tennis shoes that were from Walmart. Okay, he loved them, Velcro and all. Marched his ass in there, and I said, Dad, just pick whatever you want. He's looking around at these sandwiches. He goes, well, sis, I don't mean to be. He told this to the lady. He's like, first he looked at me, and he's like, sis and ma'am, I don't mean to be rude, but there isn't anything in here that I'd ever eat. And I said, well, why not? He goes, well, like, how would you even eat it? It looks like some sort of art or something. He goes, just take me over to the Hershey store. I'll eat a Hershey candy bar. That's more my speed. So I'm going to tell you, the heated floors would not impress the Whitakers at all. Okay, I know why I say this is because my dad would have been like, well, that ain't that a waste of money. My dad used to tell me that shit all the time. He'd be like, why you think you need to do that? Oh, that's a waste of money. You know what? He's a country. My father was a very simple man, but he was as happy as a lark. Okay.
Go that route. So let me just throw that out there. It might end up getting stick built if they feel like they don't have enough hands for the project at that time, which would mean we would get some volunteers out in the community that would come and put some elbow grease into the home. But like I said, the biggest part of it, we got them on our side. They're willing to hold on to that money. That was a big thing for me. I don't want my hands attached to the money. I'm going to be on here doing the fundraising and helping with the family, and I don't want that responsibility. I don't want my hands on. Now I got to go get the trust set up, and then that just absolves all responsibility for
the
me.
Dogs, yeah.
I think that's the way it needs to be, and it just makes me feel so much better about it. It really does. So,
Yeah, we've been on a high all day.
yeah. We've been on a high all day. I think the adrenaline's coming down now. I'm tired. We're all tired. So,
baby,
we got
Sugar Nova.
early this morning to get started on that. So,
I'm right there with you, babe.
Trying to think.
Anyone else have any questions on there? Or is it going by too quick?
Trying to think. What's up? Yeah, has anybody got any questions?
We have a lot of questions. Come on over here, jump on panel. We got questions for days. All right, pull up a chair, grab you a hot cup of coffee, and let's have a chit chat, honey.
Before I get off. Huh?
Usually people have questions.
Yeah. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, running a little tired. Can't think of what to talk about. No, they have 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, living room, kitchen.
Wheelchair accessible.
Wheelchair accessible. We're going to build it handicap accessible. I told them I would like a shower where if Ray or Lorraine gets in there, that they can sit down and they can have a detachable shower head and they can be sprayed down, easily washed, easily bathed. All of their needs in mind. That's what we're looking at. We got to see if the septic tank they got now will suffice. And yeah, that's the one challenge about like with the concrete foundation and everything is, you got to get all the plumbing done first. I don't know if you guys have got like a delay, but I just answered that. I thought I'll do it again. 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, and a living room. And no, I wasn't able. We're going to do something completely different with Patrick, guys. The hey baby, I see my daughter. Hey baby, I miss you. Daddy
Okay,
misses
let's go. I don't.
What was I talking about?
Compared to stick.
Yeah, log compared to stick.
And then internally. Oh, he also talked about on-demand water, so you don't have to have any gas or anything there to handle. That was another option.
Yeah. Patrick to get with his friend and or his friends and to go and get a supply list. What all is needed with that? Or not
So they're
just saying,
talking
hey,
about.
send
He's
money,
talking about
and then,
doing Patrick's place. Let me tell you something. Patrick have his own money. Patrick got a third. He got more than what the Whitakers were getting, in my opinion, because there's more Whitakers than there are Patrick. Take that damn 4,000 you're getting a month and put it to good use. They'll be over here simping off the people that want to watch and listen to the Whitakers and see them grow. Let me tell you what, I would tune in every episode watching Betty learn how to care for her house or caring for her new home, washing the laundry, putting it in, watching Timmy experience things in his life that, and waking up in his bed and enjoying, like Shannon was saying in the chat, enjoying clean clothes, a clean atmosphere. I would tune in for shit, not to make fun of them, but I really enjoy watching people do better. Like that's our strive as a human, is to do better. I mean, it should be anyways. But there are some people out here that just do shit, and I can't help it. But I'm like, we would have tuned in for that. Patrick is a damn functioning whole ass man. Get your ass to work, boy. Okay, and do it yourself. You don't need these people to help you. It's weird. That was weird.
There's no end to it. We want to be transparent to say this is what he needs to do.
You ain't been transparent yet.
And then once that's reached, stop, because we've got to raise all that money for the Whitakers. And then hopefully once we get the money raised,
I'm sorry.
Really big
I
happens,
try
we don't have to have people donating, guys.
to not be.
Unless it's absolutely
hard.
necessary. I want to make sure that's done sparingly. In this economy, people are working hard for their money. It's hard to come by, and every little bit that they give is a sacrifice. So I want to make sure that we're precise, we're exact, and then when the amount, for the
they will
need
enjoy
is met,
simple.
we'll let you guys know, and we clap our hands and say thank you. That way, you're not just having to keep going. So if Patrick,
People don't like to feel like a guest in their own home. They want to feel comfortable in their own home. They want to fart on their couch and not feel weird about it. All right? They just do. I mean, I like to walk barefooted through my house. Period. I'm not going to be like in the guest. I'm going to wear socks over to my friend's house because you make me take my damn shoes off. Well, unless I have my toenails painted, then it's fine. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to feel comfortable in your own home. And in my opinion, the Whitakers they don't desire anything fabulous. They just need something clean, sturdy, durable that can meet their needs as they get older. Older than what they already are.
get over there with his friends, get me a supply list, say what is needed. My buddy Dwayne, that was on with the live the other night,
Man,
he would create a live counter that shows you the live update on how much money is raised. And we're going to do the same thing with the Whitaker family for their house. I mean, I doubt we're going to be able to get a home like that under 50, 200 grand, and we might even be pushing it there, guys. But we'll see. So with Patrick, so he's just got to get the inside redone. So I'd like to see, specific things I need, which I gave him 4,000 out of what was raised when I was supposed to get the Airbnb. I told everybody whatever.
So which was it? Now we've heard two different stories with this money, guys. If you remember, he took 4,000 out of the Whitaker money, or he took 4,000 out of the Airbnb money. Because now we have heard two different stories. But I'll step back and let this play.
Came in extra after I paid this room I was going to give to him, and I did. It was around 4,000. That should get a good bit of sheetrock and insulation. So if he can find out, I know he's got to jack his house up. He's going to need some carpet and some other stuff. And then a lot of it, I believe, will just be elbow grease, getting people to help.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Mitzi Usry, guardianship of Timmy, Lorraine, and Ray.
I
I still
mean,
gotta go and talk
he's
to
loaded with
Betty.
success.
Everything, I won't lie to you guys, is still awkward after the other night and the whole thing about I'm trying to get the family taken away from her. I believe she's had seeds of poison planted in her head because of my involvement in getting BJ out of there. So,
Because you're an outsider. My family wouldn't trust your damn hokey looking ass either. They'd be like, man, this dude up to something. Something within the gosh darn right mind. They don't know what that something was, okay? But they knew something wasn't smelling right. Shit was smelling fishy. If you get what my drift, something ain't right. This ain't right. I got an odd feeling here in odd West Virginia.
so no, none of them tried to do what I'm doing. But it's one of those things. I'm getting retaliation for what I've done.
Never heard of
It's
that.
crazy. I've done nothing but help. And so I don't know. Uh, I'll keep you guys updated on that. But somebody definitely does because if something happened to Betty right now.
He
Talking to
did.
her, she's got nobody to say, here's where she needs to be buried. This is what funeral home she goes to. What's her plans? And the same goes for the whole rest of the family. You know, it's, there's a lot that's got to be done. I don't know what's going on.
Damn it, tragic.
I was going to Charlotte, North Carolina, and back last night to get my friends while Patrick did that barbecue. We didn't get back till late, so I didn't get to see them last night. And then today, Tim
Okay,
stayed with Patrick.
let's
So
skip through the
a lot
bullshit.
of I don't know where people are getting Larry and Betty being married. They're brother and sister, guys. I know people see them. Dictionary.com, our website, we started a frequently asked questions tab.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys had visited that, but there ain't shit on there. I mean, why do they need a whole freaking website? Like, why? Like, he went out here and did the most.
There. So who will be living in the house? The plan is the family that's living in the house now, nobody else. They'll each have their own bedrooms. There was 5 people living in the house now. There's going to be 5 bedrooms. They each have a bedroom, and then they got 2 bathrooms to share. That will be handicap accessible. That's the plan. The chip cookies. I was out with my friends, and I tried to zone out from it. It was the first time I had been away from everything since I've been up here.
You act like you've been up here for years, just doing God's work for years. You've been up here for like, what, 2 weeks? Maybe. We're pushing 30 days. I don't even think it was 30 days then because he came at like in the end of August. It's September the 4th right now at 7:51 p.m. You acting like you out here just, living, because you have to get up and never, not zip it. Don't go there. You acting like you just been out here on the struggle bus.
Just need to zone away from it.
In Airbnbs, living, oh, Lord Jesus. Flying in friends. You even have people visit you while he's out of town.
Yeah, the grocery store today. Walker's Market. Walker Valley Market. And you guys got to go.
Okay, so this will lead us down the trail. Let's write that down, people. That's why I want to listen to this. Oh, Lord. Walker Valley Market. Here we go. That's what I needed. Okay, what I'm trying to find and figure out, and I've been looking and looking and looking, man. All right, let's go back 10 so I can hear that again. Sorry, we're in investigation mode now. Get your damn notebooks out, people. Okay?
Oh, yeah, the grocery store today. Walker's Market. Walker Valley Market. And
Walker Valley Market. I got it written down. Let me get a whole new piece of paper. Let me get a whole new piece of paper. Shit.
Their own meats, grass-fed meats. They got a restaurant there where they make like organic sandwiches, and you can tell the difference. You can tell the difference with real ingredients. I didn't know how much, but you can. How many square feet is a new house? We don't know that, guys. I don't know that yet. Give us some time.
Okay, where is Walker Valley Market?
Well, so
that is going to lead us to where this place is, in my opinion. Okay? You think it's in Harrisburg? Okay. You need a giant. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about getting one, Shannon. Because so we can just put the camera on it and we need to write something down. We can. Perrysburg, VA. Thank you, Tragic. Okay, so Perrysburg, VA. Now what we're going to do is there a construction company in Perry, a Amish prefab company there? And that's because, and why I'm stressing this so much, because he made a big deal about, we got to go meet with the Amish and make sure they can do this. It's a big favors I'm asking from people over here. Because that's a distraction from something, which I know what I think it is, from the money. Like, they're going to put this money in a trust underneath the Amish to And the Amish don't use regular banking systems, folks. Okay? So there's some shit to it, man. I'm telling you. There's some shit to it. So I wrote that down. All right, let's keep listening. Little drops of shit. You gotta listen carefully too to these motherfuckers.
What I was doing that day, that crap got pulled when I'm hearing these accusations, was getting Betty her caretaker. I had this, I had the state meeting me to put in the paperwork where she would get a caretaker for 8 hours a day to help clean, cook, uh, health wise, be there to make sure that Lorraine, Ray, and Timmy is taken care of, as well as Betty, to be there if she needs to go to town for anything. She was going to get a caretaker for 8 hours a day, and instead, when I got there, I'm being told that I'm on the internet telling people I'm trying to get them taken away from Betty. And I guess they had Betty kind of fooled because when
They may have misunderstood the language that you're using there, Patrick. Have you ever sat down and had a conversation? Okay. Have you ever sat down and had this is what I'm looking to do. You just do shit. You don't get permission from the adults in the house and who you're talking about. For me, I used to have a company and I would take care of people. All right. I had people that worked underneath me and I would go and make the visits. Okay. And I would be like, how do you want your daily life to flow? What is your normal? Okay. Especially during COVID. Okay. So if you're trying to dox me, I no longer have the business. So don't, you can't get me fired. I'm retired. Fuck off. All right. So, anyways, we would go there and we would see what their daily life was like, what they wanted their daily life by hour. Do you watch the fucking Price is Right at 10 o'clock? Okay, write it on the fucking board. 10 o'clock Price is Right. So they know people with dementia, they don't remember stuff sometimes. All right. But he just does everything the way he wants it done. He doesn't communicate with his family, in my opinion, and that's wrong.
they got there, she said, "What? Y'all here to take my family away from me, aren't you? You're just here to take them away
Yeah.
from me." And I'm like, I don't know why they were doing that to this woman. I really don't. So, no, Betty has not talked to me about everything. I haven't been able to talk to her alone.
Yeah.
Every time I've been around her, she's with Larry. So,
Yeah, we might as well just start identifying as whatever we want to get what we want out here.
yeah.
That's,
You
you
have to
can.
hear your choice.
No, Lord, I'm trying to be good today.
What happened with my
Damn it, I'm trying to be good today. All right. I have to be in the Christmas spirit, the giving spirit. I'm making these damn Christmas ornaments, damn it. So I have to be in the like a nice. It's so hard for me.
apple cider vinegar?
Apple
So,
cider vinegar. What are you talking about?
oh yeah, you got you some apple cider vinegar. Please go and guys, if the Amish do this for us, please go and support them too. I know they're not the type of people that are going to ask for that, but please do.
It's a company. I'm so This is like a big fucking lie. Okay, let me just keep this playing until it's
I mean,
done.
they
Oh Lord, I can't.
not only greeted us with open arms, they brought us into their house. And
Of course they are. You're about to spend $100,000. Fuck.
it was interesting. I had never
On money
seen,
that's donated, and you could add in this and add in that. Just raise some more money. Just ask the community for some more, and ask the community for some more. Hell, ask the community.
a house where the stove they cook on is by wood. I've never seen a house where they have a natural spring that comes into the house into this brick pond thing. That's the refrigeration because they don't have a refrigerator, and the whole house is lighted by battery operated lights.
Oh boy, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna research it out whenever I get off of here
What's that?
and see where it takes
You
us.
can buy food from inside the store.
Yeah, it was really cool.
They got the little water taps.
I don't know anything about Bridge Day, guys.
Yes, he did.
How much sleep have I had in the past couple days?
Not much.
I think I got 3 last night, and then
Why?
that's
It's
about
not.
it.
You're over here gallivanting, eating Amish potato chips, looking at tables and shit. You act like you're out here just doing something. Like, for real, bro. Like, you ain't been changing nobody's shitty ass. You haven't been giving Ray a bath. You haven't helped Lorraine do anything. You act like you're out here doing one-on-one nursing with these folks. You're out.
I don't have much time to get to the messages and stuff, so I try to do them at night after Timmy goes to sleep. And by the time I do lay down, I'm like beyond tired, if anybody knows that feeling. And then it just, yeah, so I'm going to try to get in bed early tonight.
You're running on pure excitement. You're running on. You should have money signs in your eyes, from my opinion.
So, yeah, the table was beautiful. Wait until you see the other stuff, guys. The new house is going to be, that's another thing. I don't know. If you go look at one of the videos, um, I told Betty my thought was that she's got that 17 acres going on back because it would be good to get her away from the roads. Not everybody's up in
They
it.
like being on the road. They like seeing their mailman. They wave to him. How you doing, mail lady? Okay, they like. They're old farmers are nosy. We like to watch the traffic from our porch with our coffee in our hand. We don't want to be back in the woods. Some of us do, some of us don't. All right. My dad used to sit on his porch, wait for the damn mailman. They knew each other by name. For the love of God, they waved at each other, and he knew if she was fucking late or not. She's 10 minutes late, not 20. Something might have happened to her now. After 30 minutes, something might have happened to the mail lady. Okay, she's always on time. Okay, come on, man.
Her yard every night. She said, I always wanted a house back there. My sister had a house back there. This is hearsay, but then I was told that she was saying, Eric saying he was wanting my house back there, and I want it here. And I'm like, okay. I don't know. We'll find out. I just know we got the people that's going to build it, so we'll find out. Um,
Come on.
because the winter, we might not raise the donations and have the house built before winter's over. Patrick has just
You made good damn near 60 grand off of 1 month on YouTube alone. Okay? Off of YouTube alone. It would have been a very easy task if you really put your heart into it and didn't take all their money. You're third. Okay? It would have been done.
needs to get some insulation and some floors, and he was going to let the Whitakers move in with him until their new house gets built. Because if winter gets here with the cold, that house is not optimal.
Yep, I think that. For some reason, I
So
think that.
was what was going on
Pepper.
with that. I believe Patrick has talked about that with Betty and the family, and they said they would love that. Plus, they'll have Patrick there to look over. Uh, I'll just say a lot of those questions getting asked right now, guys. Go back to the beginning of the video. I've answered them 3 or 4 times now, so I'm gonna go get some sleep and hang out with my buddies for a while. I want to say thank you to them. Couldn't have done it without them.
I know, because Amish don't build
We
houses.
haven't done.
This is a favor. Amish don't build houses, honey. You know, this is a huge favor that they're doing this. You know what I mean? Like, this is all favor. Just a favor. Just a damn favor. Wow. Okay. Okay. There he is at the store. Now he's going to give you a view. Okay, at the church and the school. You know, this is free advertisement, folks. Timmy's head. Okay. Look at the Amish stuff. Okay, we're great. So, another content creator put out a video. Okay. And going over the same thing. She's putting together the ins and outs of this as well. So, let's go over and listen to a little bit of that. All right? And see what she's come up with. And see if we're all on the same track here. If we're, you know. Man, I'll tell you what. Wood stove. I don't know if everybody is familiar with a wood stove and the heat with the wood stove, but let me tell you, man. Wood stoves are like different type of heat than like electric heat or gas heat. A wood stove will rock your world. I grew up with the wood stove, and that shit is warmer than hell. And it like is gets in your bones warm, right? Like it settles up in your bones or something. That's what I think, right? It's crazy. Thanks, Pindar. It's good to see you, honey. Right. And that's probably true. That's probably true. He does take us in there. He does go in there and show pictures of all of the building supplies. Um, eh, this no, this bishop doesn't have anything to do with building construction. Him and his so the building the furniture, they're all connected in that area. I'm assuming. All right, but what my point is, I don't give a damn about that. My point is, he's making it sound like the Amish are doing a huge freaking favor when that's what they do. Exactly. Exactly, Carol. So they are trying to buffalo people like, oh, look what the Amish are doing. Look what the Amish. And there's an underlying motive for it. And we're trying to figure that out. That's all. Okay? Speculation station. Let me go over here and see and make sure I can find this. Okay, here it is. So let me bring this up to the stage here. This is not my content. Let me do this. Let me share this in my chat. All right. Market where they were at, and I want to say thank you for one of the people in the comment section who told me who the bishop is and
the Amish store is that they were at. Now I didn't just take her word for it or his. I can't remember if it was a guy or girl, but whoever it was, thank you. But I did check into it, and so I looked.
and we'll see because we just heard it, right? We heard it for our own self. We're looking for the Walker Valley Market. He said it on the stream. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. I've seen photos of Bishop. I grew up with wood stoves, nothing like right. Me too. I have a wood stove in heat. It's different. It is that type of heat is different type of heat. It's like gets in your bones type of warm, man.
Up the store. Now I really couldn't find any pictures that Eric or anybody posted about the Amish store where they were at. We heard a lot about it, but we didn't. We never heard.
And I just showed you the pictures on of the store, what they were in. Okay, and we can go back to that if we need to. It is on Patrick's Facebook page for any other content creator who wants to put something together. That is in there around the September the 4th timeline. All right, I don't try to keep information to myself. I share it and share it alike because that's the right thing to do if you're trying to find information.
The store, and you know what else we never heard? We never heard the name of the bishop. Why? We heard Robert Mass' name. We've heard Douche's name. We've heard Wayne's name. We've heard everybody's name, but we haven't heard the bishop name. And the bishop is the one who's going to take all that money. Now, I've had a lot of comments, great comments, awesome comments. You guys are awesome. But there's comments who are people who are asking questions that
Before we get started, I'm sorry. I want to apologize to Chicky. I did not see this, so you know what we have to do. Yep, I'm sorry. We got to do it. I mean, it's life over here. It's what we do. When someone gives something to the channel, we have to do what we have to do. Ladies, get your asses up. I don't give a damn if it's Tuesday. I don't give a damn if you ain't had enough coffee yet. Get up. Thrust your pelvises, heifers.
Oh, we're here to let you know. Well, if you want a boogie, get down on the dance floor. Let's go! Ha, ha. Ow! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Judy is our best friend. We love Judy. Judy, thanks for thrusting your pelvis, you old bitch. All right. Sorry, I did not see that. I want to apologize. That was very, very rude of me. Very rude of me.
Cover here. But once I found out, uh, once the question was answered, who is the bishop and where is this Amish community? That opened up
Yeah, I think her name is
a
Kathy.
whole more, another book full of questions that I have. It actually, yeah, it answered two questions, but it opened up a whole bunch more. And oh boy, I'm not going to say the bishop's full name, but I will go over. It doesn't line up with their story, but it says the Amish of Pearisburg, Virginia. Now I thought they said a different state, but
So here we are, and that is coinciding with the Walker Valley Market, Parisburg, Virginia, that we just got the store's name from. So this, here we go.
uh, anyway, like I said, it's a whole bunch more questions. It just doesn't make sense. Now my question is, um, did that Amish bishop really make this deal with them or not? That's, I think, the million
Yes,
dollar
they did.
question.
I seen that
Because
tragic.
there is this store here. Now, like I said, I don't personally remember them saying what the name of the store they were at. It was just a random Amish store in another state, and
Hmm.
they really didn't ever said how they picked this particular store, because this is a store where they supposedly bought all that cheese, and sometimes I wonder, am I hung up on that cheese? Yes, I am hung up on the cheese because that makes no sense. And that was a big red flag to stuck out because devil's in the details. And if you're from out of
We're
town,
about to look at that.
anybody who's traveled knows when you're on a plane and you fly somewhere, you want to buy all kinds of souvenirs or whatever stuff, but you can't because you got to fly back. And so that cheese bothered me because he put his arms out like it was 2 or 3 feet wide. So I mean, a giant
Okay. She's stuck on the
met
cheese.
the.
But this is backing
The
up
more I think
what
about
we're
this,
looking into too. So if two people come across the same thing, I'm thinking that we can, we're validating each other. So, and I did put the link in the chat to this person, her channel, and she's been making some videos. Some people had given me mixed reviews. If someone is speaking about something that I'm interested in, I'm going to listen and I'm going to make my own decision. That's just the way I roll over here. If I continuously watch someone and get their rhythm and rhyme and how they put out content, then I'll stand with that person and say, hey, normally she does a pretty good job. Okay. But I am new to this content creator. Okay. And some things I watch of hers, it is what it is. So have mixed reviews, but I like to say, okay, we're looking at the same information. We're on the same path here. It could be legit because they never really came out and said who's who, right? Okay.
the more it's kind of getting obvious what happened. I personally think that I don't think that the Amish really agreed to do this. I might be wrong, but oddly enough, after they met with the Amish bishop, they went back. They said everything was great. They went straight to the courthouse. They checked on. He told them the bishop told him to get us.
I personally think that they agreed with it because that's the business. So, anyways, we are going down the same path here. That's good. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to this .com. All right. We're going to go to this .com and look it up. Okay. And see what we see. Let's look. Valley. I got to go through Google because for some reason my damn computer always wants to take me to something else and I don't like it because it's not set up for, I do research on something else and it's not this. So let me go here. All right. So this right here looks to be the same store. Okay. Where's that one picture? Well, I can just show you this part. All right. So someone was saying in the chat that it shows so if you look here, oh, I got to bring it on stage. Damn, I hate this new thing. Okay. So if you look here, that is damn near the same picture, right? So, and here's that. So someone was saying in the chat that it'll take you to prefab homes if you type in the .com, okay? So, yeah, tragic, tell them, get on them, girl. Say, excuse me, because they're probably waiting for me to talk about you know who. It's not going to happen. You can't make me do it. So, I think the Sons have the construction company. I don't think. Now it's just furniture. Okay, well, let me tell you, they're still built. The Amish community still builds houses in the area. Hang on, let me stop sharing this, and I'll prove it to you for the love of God. All right, hang on. Okay, here is the link. Let's see. Hang on just a second. Let me go back. Because it attached it to the keeps attaching it to that Walker furniture because probably because um, okay, here we go. So if you just search into here and you'll find, oh, I gotta add it to stage. If you just do a little search into here, you will find all you need to know. They'll help you build whatever you need. It is what it is. Can't make it up. It is what it is. And they sell exotic birds to zoos. I think they might. I think that they absolutely fly to other countries and they bring back exotic stuff. And, that's what they do. Absolutely. They probably do. I mean, if they have the prices, I don't know what the prices are. We can do a whole other stream on that. I'm putting it together. We're putting together the Walker Valley Market where they were. We were putting together who is what and what made him come out here and say that the Amish are doing them a huge favor when there are several Amish communities that do prefab homes. Not that it's not real wood, not to shit on their craftsmanship. I think that they do great craftsmanship. I think that they're excellent builders. Absolutely. All right. But it's not like they went to a community and begged them to do something that's not commonly done. Okay? Period. It is what it is. You can't make it up. And we'll look into that and we'll go and see some prices. We'll go find a 5-bedroom, 2-bath. right? I only get 2 hours a day on here because I have to take care of my husband and my family. You know, me and my husband, we're needy people. So I thought it was very interesting putting all this together and why. So now we know who's who, where they're at, okay, because they never said where they were. We're going down the right path. And also, I'd like to know this: where has the money been deposited that they received between the 21st and the 25th from YouTube? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I'm ready to see it. Okay. I'm ready for an accountant from somebody's neck of the woods to come over and say, hey, we have an accountant, we have an attorney that is safekeeping this money that belongs to the Whitakers. There's an investigation going on, and community, your money is safe. And I do believe that they owe that to the public. I really do. I really do. Because it's public's money. They asked for donations, they asked for financial assistance, they received it, and all of a sudden, bada boom, bada bing, nothing, nothing, right? From my opinion. So, top messages, all messages, okay. So, and that's just my opinion, okay? All of this is speculation. I'm not sure if it was a good deal for Patrick either. Eric screwed him over too. You know, what I think is, I think that Patrick seen, and this is just my observation, I think Patrick seen an opportunity for both to help himself and to help the Whitakers. I don't think he expected someone to come in and wreak havoc. Why would Patrick want something that could benefit him financially to be gotten rid of? I mean, let's think about it. I'm not saying that Patrick is a good guy. I'm not saying Patrick is a bad guy. I'm saying that he knew that there was a monetary gain for both the Whitakers and himself. Okay? I don't know about Patrick's past. Everybody that I know in my life has got a speeding ticket, something in their life, right? So, not going to go there. I don't know. But I'm thinking that he's seen a way to benefit financially and also help the Whitakers while he's doing it. Pennsylvania Amish build 12 houses in 2 days. Yeah, they don't build houses, right? Right. Exactly. They don't build houses. The Amish do not build houses, Tragic, and they don't sell exotic zoo animals. Okay, Tragic? What are you thinking? They don't build nothing. Okay? They only make jam for the and sew damn blankets and shit. They don't build houses, honey. Jesus Christ. I'm like, what the hell? So, for my opinion, I think that's what happened. I think um, he got a hold, Eric got a hold of him. We seen that. We seen Eric is the one that got a hold of Patrick. Patrick then jumped him on board with him. And then Eric took the lead. He's the knight. Okay? We have a bishop, a knight, and a pawn, right? Patrick didn't reach out to Eric. Eric reached out to him, and that's in a previous video. It is what it is. I can't help it. All right. So Eric took the lead and started to exploit the living daylights out of this family. And for some reason, he used BJ as to get out of it from building a house because you cannot get permits on a land that no one actually owns. You know what I'm saying and what I mean by that? The property, which I showed that on a previous slide, the parents that are deceased are the landowners. No, there was no will, so no one actually inherited the property. Period. Okay, so then it is what it is. You can't. I can only put out the information as what the stuff says. All right, I'm not trying to buffalo anyone. I'm not trying to make anyone think a certain way. I'm just putting out the information. That's it. That's all. Eric said he thought Patrick was taking advantage, but after talking to him, he decided to join in, from what I seen. Right. Yeah. Yeah, he joined in. And Eric come to the table acting like he was someone that had experience on doing stuff such as this. Well, from to me as an outsider looking in, it didn't he didn't come with much experience because he would have came with a team of experts, meaning an accountant, an attorney, things, and he would have put things into place before he even stepped foot on the Whitaker property, not just to protect him, but also to protect the Whitaker's best interest, in my opinion. Ernie came in, saw what was going on, and made a 180, right? And all the grandkids that the parents has passed, they have interest in that land. Absolutely, because it wasn't willed to any particular person, right? So that has to be decided through the court, which will be, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a lengthy process. It's not something that you're just going to go up in front of the courthouse one day and say, okay, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. There's a process to it. Didn't take Eric long to start talking crap on Patrick. Absolutely didn't take long. And it absolutely, once he's seen there's nothing to be done here, there's nothing, and Eric's not going to ruin his reputation by what he thinks he has a reputation, by his Dad Talks podcast. By continue on filming, it wouldn't be a good look for him unless they are in a new house. Okay? Let's think about this, guys, in my opinion. Never understood Ernie. He said he knew Patrick. He met him and knew where his heart was. 3 days later, he said he never met Patrick or Eric. Tragic. That was confusing as shit. And let me tell you, I see the things that he posts over on another platform that Ernie, he is vile. He speaks to people out of the side of his neck. In my opinion, I'm like, wow. But you can take what someone says differently because it's, just something in a text or in a post. So there's no inflection in their voice. But for me, whoa, whoa, Nelly. All the eye rolling from Patrick in the live video. He couldn't stand the BS coming from Eric's mouth. Yeah, because I think he came in with different type of idea what Patrick thought he was going to do. All right. That will ever get done, in my opinion, because you will have to get all the sign off on. Yeah, just because Eric should not have access to the Whitakers without Patrick. He is going to cut Patrick out by making him the fall guy. Well, Shelley, I don't think it's over with because the state's involved in it now. And I think that the state, people have a lot of different feelings about when this government gets into your business. Well, they're in their business now. Yeah. Yeah, you either met him or you didn't. Eric was the pawn. Who do you guys think is the knight, the bishop, and the pawn? Not by names, but do you guys think Patrick's the pawn? Eric was the knight, and then the bishop is the Amish? I don't know, Pindar. I want to think that they will do the right thing, but I've seen the state do good things, but then I've seen the state really do bad shit, man. And also, Betty does have allegedly a court appearance in the 1st of October or the first week in October, which is right around the corner. Today's the 30th. You know, uh, I want to think yes, but I've seen so many things just go sideways, even in the court system. Sometimes the justice system is just a system. Okay, and you go through the motions and it doesn't really help nobody, right? So I want to say and hope that they do, but I don't know, man. Like, because the why I say that, because they knew of the situation prior to the exposure. They knew of the situation. Even this sheriff knew of the situation. The sheriff's the one that took Mark to that area. You know what I mean? So they knew of the situation for years, and the state didn't feel like they needed to step in. I think if they stay wards of this courts, it would well easiest for them just to keep them institutionalized, and that's what I think sad, because I know that that is not what they're used to, and people have a right to their dignity. People have a right to refuse medical care. You have a right to refuse medical care. If you do not want, it's just hypothetically speaking, if you have cancer and you do not want to do treatment, there is nothing out here that says you have to do treatment. You can die right in your house the way you want to die. You know what I mean? So we don't know what they want. Has anyone actually asked them that are skilled in communicating with people? You know, yeah, it's terrible, and it's terrible. Yeah, it is Aquabas, and I know that what people's feelings are about it, them returning to the house, and I get it, man. And them then expecting them to walk away from their land, that the only thing that they know, the only thing they have left of their parents, that's a hard decision, right? Exactly, tragic. My dad was diagnosed with cancer, lung cancer. He said to the doctor, I'll do your little chemotherapy until I don't want to do your chemotherapy. The doctor kept pushing the chemotherapy. My father called me and said, Sis, I'm done. I'm now in a wheelchair. I can't stand up. The chemo's killing me faster than. This is my dad's observation. I'm not saying this is facts or science based. From my dad's point of view, I'm sick. I'm in a wheelchair now. The chemo makes me very weak, no appetite. I don't want to do it anymore. I told the doctor, and they keep saying, no, you have to, no, you have to. I go with me to my doctor and tell them I'm done. So what did I do? I went to the doctor with my father with a t-shirt on that says, he's done. Okay, so whenever I play I'm Gone song is for different reasons too. But anyway, uh, I told him that he is done. No more. Well, we could have a potential here to save his life. Not really save his life, but give him a couple more months, because my dad was beyond being cured. Okay, there was no cure for my dad. It was just extended his life for a couple of months. And my dad told that man, "You can extend my life for 2 months, and I feel like I'm already dead. I went off of it, and I'm not doing it anymore." And I said, "You heard the man. Take him off the chemo." And they did, because he doesn't want it. And he didn't get any better, but he got to live not throwing up and shit. You know what I mean? From the chemo. So you have a right to refuse medical service if that's what you choose to do. Is it right for everybody? I don't know. But you're a human. You have rights, man. Don't let people push you into doing something that you don't want to do. It's very hard. And I'm not saying that's the best choice for everybody. That was my dad's choice. That was my dad. And he ended up living 12 months longer than what they said. Okay? So there's that shit. I'm not saying that for everybody. It was just for my dad. And I'm not saying chemotherapies also worked very well for my mother. She was diagnosed before my father was, and she's 7 years, and she's getting the test results back that are amazing right now. She's not in remission, but the test results, and it's not growing or spreading, and it hasn't in 7 years. Okay, so yeah, both sides of the spectrum here, people. Right, and they do need somebody to come in and help with Ray, and maybe even Lorraine. I don't know. I don't know the situation. I don't live with them. I don't know how many times Does Ray just simply need to be reminded to go to the bathroom? Does he need to be put on a schedule when you hear the buzzer go off? It's time to go pee. I don't know. Because I can. Because it's my channel. Welcome to my house, Brenda. I can talk about whatever I want. It's my channel. But what I can also talk about is fungus among us between your toes. Fuck. Or from under juice, fupas. Okay, shit. Eric was washed up Philly with supposedly only $100. I mean, the guy on hard times. The guy's on hard times. Exactly. You have a choice. Exactly, Tiny. It's your choice. I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything. All right. That's just for us. That was just for my dad. And then my mom was the opposite. Chemotherapy and radiation helped my mother as she had breast cancer diagnosed in 1996. See, it works. No problem, Brenda. Eric really thought that he had the state canned and they would hand him Timmy. That's the thing. He wanted to take his content. Oh no, Brenda, no. No, 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 no. We are talking about like people have a right to refuse medical care. And I was just giving an example. Like Ray may not want medical care. You know what I'm saying? But he has a right. Man, tragic. Come on now, right? Yeah, I don't know if you're referring to but both of our moms, good for both of our moms. Our mom's still clicking along. But she was bald for a while, but she didn't. I told her, look at your bald ass. But no, her hair's growing back, everything, and it's good. So I am for treatment if that's what you want to do. And the Whitaker, let me put this out there. No one's diagnosed the Whitakers with cancer. We are just talking about medical. The right to receive it and the right to refuse it. Man, right? I think I'm going to turn batshit crazy. I really do. Whenever I get like 83 or older, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be the one that's batshit crazy mentally. My kids are going to have a freaking heyday. All right, I'm going to have a heyday. I might just act like. I might just act like I'm crazy. Just to have a good time. Okay? Hey guys, I got to put you on mute for 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. My hubby had to tell me something. So I was like, okay, let me put you on mute. You never know what's going to come out of that guy's mouth. Right? It was so weird that he was wanting to take Timmy with him. He was taking his content with him. Okay, he was saying, I'm about to take my content with me, honey. I hope I don't ever have to either, because I'm going to tell you what. Watching a family member or someone you love go through it is hard as hell. It's hard for them, and it's hard to watch. Yep. My dad got to do the last things that he wanted to do, though, on his time and didn't feel like hell doing it. Right. And she's commented underneath one of my videos, underneath that name that she uses on another platform. I was going to invite her up if she ever wanted to come and tell her story. Um, but I don't want to, I don't like to be, you know, I don't like to do that kind of stuff because normally people will reach out to you if they want to tell their story on a platform, but my platform's open to her anytime that she wants to tell her story, and she would never have to show her face, obviously. But yeah, that's crazy, and the way that they speak about women is not what I find good. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there like that. And he act like he's some big time YouTuber. he he doesn't have a large following on YouTube. He just doesn't. I can't help it. I don't make the shit up. Yep. I just can't believe it. I've been listening to some of his shit, okay, because I want to know who we're dealing with, right? And it makes you, whenever someone shows you and tells you who they are, you need to absolutely believe them, right? You shouldn't have to get hit by the train 2 or 3 times to understand, yeah, they're a real motherfucker. Okay, when someone tells you who they are, you got to believe who they are. Right? Disgusting. I heard that guy say, his sidekick say something to the effect of, I'm not quoting here, but he wants a woman to like be quiet, and I don't know, it was like be quiet and pretty much shut up and not be seen until I'm asked you to be seen. You know what I mean? I'm like, and don't speak until you're spoken to and been okay to speak. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, if my husband came to me with some bullshit like that, baby, I'm about to take his ass to the attorney and all the way to the bank. Yes, huh? Okay, treat me like that shit. Right, tragic? My husband would never dream of some shit like that. Hey, Grim. My husband would never dream of any shit like that. He'd be like, oh, hell no. Like, nah, mm-mm. But I respect my husband, too. I respect my husband. He's the man of my home. I do have some old school values but I'm not saying everybody needs to have that in their relationship. Whatever works for them. I respect my husband as the man of the household. We have a limit. Before I spend over $100, I'm like, hey, this is what I want. Okay? Because, and he does the same thing with me. And I'm not talking about at the grocery store. I'm talking about on an item for myself. If it's an item, because I'll go out and buy fucking Prada and shit. And anyone that knows, Prada is like, a Prada purse is like $2,800. Like, I would never go out and buy that. He'd be like, oh yeah, by the way, I bought Prada today. He'd be like, excuse me? All right. So no, I mean anything for our personal use or our personal desire. It's over $100. Get the okay from the old man. Over $100. Get the okay from the old lady. Right. Period. He pays the bills. I'm not responsible for that. Like he pays the bills. All right. He does the bank transactions. Do I have access to it? Absolutely. But he's the man of my home. That's not anything that I need to do. But he doesn't dust. He doesn't mop. It's not a requirement for him. Okay. He don't fold his socks. I do. It's not a requirement for him. You know what I mean? So it's a trade off. Brenda said, "Oh no, that wouldn't work for me." What? Asking if you got anything over $100? I think that's a pretty good deal, right? It was gross. Yeah, they're poor wives. I know, right? right? She's like, stay longer. Stay longer. Do I go on vacations? And let me tell you what's really weird because me and my husband's been married for so long. And like when we go out to dinner or we go places, um, obviously he always pays the bill. So whenever I like take friends out to dinner and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta pay the bill. Like I've like kind of lost a little bit because I'm like, normally my husband just pays for everything. I have access to everything, but I just don't do it, because he does it. So it's kind of funny. I'm saying, I'm gonna tell you what. The stuff's still running too, guys. Don't forget that. Like the YouTube channels are still up and going and making money. All of the platforms. If I was under an investigation from the damn state police, if the state police notified me and said, hey, we about to investigate your ass for fraudulent transactions, and I know um, it's from a social media platform, I would have an end point. I would stop monetization on all my platforms because there needs to be an ending point. Because I don't know, I could have made a mistake along the way and I don't want it to continue. So I'm going to have a stopping point and that's it. Oh no, everything's still running full speed ahead. And I'll tell you why. Because they also know if something like this happens, it brings more views to their channel. Oh, yeah, my husband would never tell me to sit down and shut up. He would never tell me some shit like that. No, my husband would never. Well, maybe if he gets Alzheimer's, he might get a little bossy. But right now, we're good. We're not doing that. He has a Korean. Tara, get out of here. No, he don't, Tara. What? Wow. Yeah, it's all still running, Lucky Dog. And Patrick has a new Facebook. Yep, seen that. I was like, dude, what is going on? It's so weird to me. This is all so crazy. Uh, Krim, I'm like, huh? No, he doesn't. You probably heard that in my voice, Krim. I'm like, no, he doesn't. If mine tell me to sit down and shut up, he'd be around the corner, right? I'm telling you, he better run duck. Tara, I don't know, and that's a good question. Tragic. I'm telling you, honey. My husband would be like, but we respect each other. It's not that I do make him know, like, don't ever talk to me like that. It's a respect thing, man. It's respect. We respect each other. We respect our relationship. We respect each other as individual humans. And we wouldn't, there is something I would never, I'm not a yeller. I mean, I get a little sassy over here, but I don't yell at my husband. If I ever started yelling at my husband, he'd be like, Twilight Zone? Are you okay? Am I a loud person? Yes. But you guys know what kind of yelling I'm talking about. Like aggressively yelling. That's not the type of relationship me and my husband have. We have our children are grown adults, like 30, in their 30s. So, we've never been a type of family. Even though I have five brothers, me and my five brothers, we were allowed to shit. All right, our family was very quiet. Like my daughter's demeanor is very private, very quiet natured, and so we're quiet. I'm the loudest person in the damn family. I'm the outcast. I'm the black sheep. All right, but I would never yell at my husband. I even though I would like to yell at him sometimes in traffic, because he's an aggressive driver and he's just aggressive when we're like in the city, and he just is so aggressive. I'm like, do you really have to drive so aggressive? Can you, if we slow down, we can be fine. We'll be fine. But no, and I would like to yell at him in those times. But let me tell you what, it wouldn't do no good. Okay. Yeah. Exactly, tragic. We were just there's a, res, a respect there. Yeah, they would have. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we respect each other. Do I get upset with him? And he know like what we do is through the years. Have we disagreed? Absolutely. Okay. But we talk about our disagreements not in front of our kids. We take it in the bedroom and have our discussion, and be like, I'm not talking to you for like 24 hours. I got it. Don't fucking look at me. All right, and then be like, "Oh, then you always feel bad, right? You're like, I'm so sorry. I should have. I was upset. I didn't look at you for 24 hours. Oh, I'm okay now. Okay." But we just didn't want that kind of environment. We just didn't. But we would get upset, but we would ignore each other for like a short period of time. My husband's terrible at it too, let me tell you, because he forgets he's upset. He forgets he's upset. I'm like, you're supposed to be upset at me. He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh, that's funny. I had to be loud over five. Yes, you have to be. You have to be loud when you have five brothers. Okay, you have to be loud when you have five brothers because you will never be heard. Okay, you have to be the first to shit. Because my brothers were stingy. They're assholes, every last one of them. Okay, growing up, so I had no problem smacking them, hitting them. Okay, I had one time when I did something so, and I felt so bad after I did it. But my brother that's closest to me in age, oh my God, he did. I don't remember exactly what he did, but I was pissed off at him, and I know he didn't like pepper. So I took the pepper canister, took the lid off of the pepper, and I chased him into my parents' room. And they used back in the day they had a water bed, right? And he jumped on that water bed, and I had that pepper. I was gonna make him smell it. Is what I was gonna do. Well, when I jumped on the bed to shove it in his face, the freaking waterbed like did a loop de loop, and the whole fucking can of pepper went in his nose. Oh my God, he was so mad at me. Like he got up and I hid. Like I ran and I hid because I'm like that deserves an ass kicking right there. I'm telling. I mean that shit. His eyes was water. He's like, ah. That was terrible. We did bad things to each other. With no refund? Yeah, you got to pay for them. Seven sisters? Could you imagine living in that type of house? Oh, Lord Jesus, help us all. Okay, oh my goodness, seven sisters. I'm going to have to say this. I think that would be worse than living in the house with five brothers. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think that would be no. My brother closest to me, his ass would take forever in the fucking bathroom doing his hair. He had this thing about hair, and to this day, he still has thing about hair. My brother would take up the most damn time. Okay, in the bathroom with his hair. And he used to put all this mousse in his hair. Okay, back in the day when we were like in junior high, I'm like, oh my God. So we used to call him Purdy, and then his name. Yeah, pretty boy. Uh huh. And I still give him a hard time now. I said, you ain't bald yet, you old motherfucker. But keep in mind, he's a year younger than me, but that's okay. I said, shit, you gray haired old bastard. That's how we introduce whenever I call him. I'm like, what are you doing, you fat, ugly bastard? And he'd be like, who the fuck told you to call me? You know, that's how we speak. That's just what we do. Yeah, my mom's proud. She's like, if you guys don't be nice to each other. Nah. That's funny. Oh, I have freaking so, oh my gosh, so many brothers, so many stories. But we also, but no one died. Okay, no one died. We're all still alive. We're all healthy, wealthy. I don't know about wealthy. We're poor as hell. Okay, right? Tragic. That's just how we talk with each other. I don't know if every family member does that. Really? Because I'm freaking out because you are describing exactly the same dynamic my husband of 35 years and I have. I about fell over hearing how I feel when it comes to having to pay it. I'm telling you, it's so weird. Or like just at stores and shit, because my hubby just swipes the card, right? Or pays the cash. Like whenever, and I'll stand there and look at the people. I'm like, okay, what do you want from? Oh yeah, I gotta pay. I'm like, where's the husband? I always have what I need to pay. I have a debit card and shit, but it's just not common for me. Tragic, you're the youngest. I'm in the middle. Okay, so I wasn't the. I have a brother that is the youngest, but he's the actually the tallest. He's like 6'3". All right, he's the tallest of us all. Age advancement day. Oh my God, I want to remember that so bad, Krim, so I could say that to my. Yeah, because one of my brothers is like, Mr. freaking blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to tell him that. I'm going to be like, a happy age advancement day. I want to remember that so bad. I'm going to forget it though. I just know I will. Oh my God. Some things I have to write it down and like sticky note that shit because I'm like, that's so good. And that I want to use that on my brother so bad. Ah, I was a surprise, youngest of nine, 12 years. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Then you were probably spoiled. Tragic. Your siblings probably like, look at this itty bitty baby. We love her. That's probably why you're so damn ornery now. You got by with everything. They got a surprise. Damn. Right? I would have been like, oh no. If I would up and have a child now, I'd just have a fucking heart attack. Like, I love kids. I want grandchildren. I don't want one. No, 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 no. I had brothers work jobs just to buy me toys. See, tragic, that's funny. She's like, nah, I was spoiled little bitch. My brothers work jobs to buy me toys. I love that. That's funny. Oh my goodness. No, we were all mean to each other. We were. I take care of all the finances, but I keep my husband informed on what we have in the bank account. And some women do. Some women do, and that's nothing wrong with it. For me, I love not having that responsibility. If something gets fuckered up, that's on you. Are you from Missouri too? No, I am not from Missouri. I'm actually from the state of Illinois. I've been to St. Louis a couple times though. But yeah, if I like my husband being responsible for all the money, so when if shit gets fucked up, that's on him. I didn't do shit on you, buddy. See, easy way out. Tenacity for the truth. Right? He can't blame nobody but himself, Krim. Ain't nobody fault but him. Oh, you bounce a check, you don't say. Oh, but she's never done. Now, if he was shitty with money, I'd be like, oh, no, we got to redo this shit because you suck. Okay? You don't know how to two plus two. But no, my husband has made my life very comfortable raising the kids. We got to send kids through college. We paid it semester through semester, though, but that's okay. It got paid for. Um, we that's just the way we did it. But they got to go to college and they got to experience that lifestyle. And They got cars when they were 16, but it was a used car. It wasn't a brand new car off a showroom, a Ferrari or anything. But we did the best that we could, and it was for all of my husband and our hard work and being a team, being together as a team. We were a team in it, you know. We were working together, not against each other, and respected each other's thoughts and concerns. And you don't just jump the gun and make a quick decision or react because you're upset with something. You step back and you're like, I don't want to say something that I'm going to regret. You know, it's like the old saying, once you throw a rock, you can't unthrow it. And I don't would never want that on my conscience, that I spoke to my husband in such a foul way that I would want to take it back. Because I think that in my own personal belief is once you cross that line of disrespecting someone on such a negative level, it's hard to rebuild that trust. And that's just my perspective. And, you know, but do we joke around? Oh, hell yeah. I mean, he lives with me. Shit. You know, he lives with me, honey. But we are almost completely opposite in personalities. My husband's not loud. I like things perfect. Like if it's there, it's there. He's like, yeah, it don't matter. It's fine. That's funny. Let me get this right here. Let me see here. Taking this down. Oh. So I think we're going down to some pretty good rabbit holes here. I hopefully that we can, I'm going to look into some more stuff and see what else I can find. You know, because I want to know where the money is, folks. I don't know if you guys want to know where the money is, but I know I want to know where the money is. Okay, I want to know where the money is. And I'm not going to stop until I find that money. And I'm not going to stop till somebody says something about the money that they collected on the backs of the Whitakers. Okay, somebody got paid. I don't know if did Patrick give the Whitakers some of the money from his page that he made? He was sharing the Whitaker stuff. He made money. I want to know where the money is. I do too. Where's the money? Show us the money. Quit hiding the money. We want transparency. We want to know where the money is. And I know that there's an investigation going on, and I hope that they come with some facts, Jack. I hope that they show up with all of the receipts. I would love to hear from the state police, do an update, and say, hey, here's where we are at in the investigation of the fraud of the Whitakers. And if there is no fraud with the Whitakers, then I will get up here and say, I apologize for even thinking it. Thank you for doing good. Okay? I ain't too big in doing that. But right now it looks very suspicious. Suspicious shit. When you give $4,000, you say from an Airbnb, but then in the second sentence you say $4,000 of the Whitaker money. That shit making you look suspicious, my guy. So you need to come for it. Bobby said he took that shit and ran. He ran with that shit. All right, guys, I've been on here for 2 hours and 12 minutes. My time is up. I'm never here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time. And I appreciate every single person that came in here today. Make sure you wash your hands after you pee. Your mom taught you better, for the love of God. All right, I'm gone.